there's supposedly a treasure these days hiding in the game, huh? Well, I might just have to go out and find it. I mean, who knows? It could be under the sand pit. I've got all my top machines looking for it, so who knows? Maybe we'll find it. But until then, howdy folks! Morgoth the Barbarian here, and welcome to the 20th episode of our City Skylines playthrough. Well, speaking of industry, we managed to get our iron mine online. So I'll start a forestry district, some general industry, and our little town over here is doing just fine. Although looks like we're ready for some expansion. So I peeked just before I hit the record button. It looks like we're at that point, so maybe we'll go up there first. But today, with our industry in progress, I think we ought to go back to over here on this end of the map and now get this part online. If you recall, we were kind of going to build like a small little cove district. I'd like to get started on that. Maybe get these hills set up nicely and place. Hopefully we get some nice looking homes in this area. Of course, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons, of course. And before we begin, aka get too far ahead of ourselves here, suppose we should address a couple things. Number one, I love how there is a random uncompleted road over here. I think I know what I was trying to accomplish, and for some reason I decided not to finish it. Okay, we're gonna have to address that first. In whatever weird manner I'm going to go about that. And I just realized we're probably going to need to readjust this a little bit. So, what shall be our plan? Definitely not that. I was going to build this underground. If you recall, for that one, we're trying to build kind of a beach, mostly beachfront area. So, there we go. That fixes that problem, almost. So the thought is, of course... There we go. I was looking for a spot to do that. And now we're all set. Alright. So the thought, of course, is to build... Well, first off, kind of continue this and fill it out. But, of course, that doesn't mean we can't complete the infrastructure. We've got some going. We've got a broad boardwalk going all the way up to here. And for whatever random reason, there is traffic on it. We may be fixing that a little bit. This was kind of temporary, to be honest. Also, I don't know why there's traffic on the boardwalk. I'm going to have to consider fixing that. Alright, projects for future reference. But yeah, their main goal, as I was saying, is to try to fill this area out. I already see one small little problem. We'll address that in a little bit. In the meantime, we gotta let our industrial districts grow up and level up here. If we have to let them go for a little while, so be it. We'll just let them do whatever, their own little thing. But bottom line is that is basically going to be the plan. Is to simply let these do whatever they need to in order to get moving along. And in the meantime, we'll just build up our industry over there. Or excuse me, we'll just build up the Cove District. And that'll effectively, if I'm not mistaken, finish off the Beachfront District once and for all, finally. Hooray! Progress. Gotta love it. But before we can address any of that, I think we need to finish filling this out first. And the reason being is that if you can see below, we've got full residential demand all of a sudden. We should probably work to kind of, you know, fix that problem before we go on. At least that way that we don't have to worry about, say, having enough workers for our industrial districts. That was a problem last playthrough, if you recall. So, that being said, let me get this moving on. Alright. Where do I want to put my commercial district? Do I want to have one? We got one over here. I know I kind of already put some residential over here. Hang on a minute. Let's rewrite this a little bit. We'll replace it with commercial. There we go. That works a lot better. A nice little commercial strip, and I guess we'll do it. Alright, hold on a minute. This is what I get for having everything not in a perfect square, but so be it. How about this whole thing just goes commercial? There we go. Excuse me, residential. We'll fill out the parts. We'll do this area too. That's a park. We can't build there. There we go. That's all set too. Alright, let me just make sure I have all the services set up before I wander off over to the other side of the map. So I would do that too. I just messed this up. We almost got it. We can fix that here. We'll put in a nice little cemetery over in the middle here. Excellent. Can we fit a small generic park? Oh, yes, we can. Excellent. Oh, we'll give some neighborhood some character. Oh, a dog park. So, if your pets die, you have some place to bury them. Oh, that sounded terrible. Anyways, moving on. Alright, little square's all set, and we're gonna pretend like nothing terrible is about to happen. And, oh, speaking of death, what on earth? They're partying a bit too hard over here again. I don't know why. Bruh. What if I told you about partying a bit too hard? My goodness, nobody wants to listen. Alright, that handles that. This area, we were gonna fill in with condos. Well, I suppose finishing that endeavor might be a good idea also. Even though theoretically it might overkill our residential demand, but so be it, for the time being at least. I'll live and die with the consequences later on. Okay. There we go. And that's as far as I'm going with that. That district will build itself up. Same checks and balances over here. That's not what I'm looking for. There we go. Alright, there we go. Clock says we're down to 59 days and counting. I have my suspicions about, you know, what might end up happening. Alright. I'll deal with the boardwalk eventually, but not now. Take a look-see over here. And immediately there's one kind of interesting feature to this, and that's this. Doesn't look like much, but if you notice, the city border is literally right there. So we barely have any room to operate. And it's perfect. That can kind of serve as our one lone little entry point over here. As my plan would just to basically be like a whole bunch of cliffsides, sort of similar to what's going on over here. So we may have to do some terraforming. The game won't let me build over here. I don't have that. That's for 81 tiles, and we don't have that. Wouldn't really matter anyway, since, as you can see, we got a whole bunch of ships. Am I gonna have to expand the harbor, by the way? That might be a project for later on. Already noticing some issues there. A whole bunch of ships are making... They just keep cramming our harbor. My goodness. And there's hardly anybody coming out. What on earth? Are we all coming in by ship or something? Okay, that's good to know. Let me start with the road in first. This might help a little bit. So, let's do a 4-lane road with decorative trees. We'll just get this started. Actually, we'll start over here. Hold on. We'll build the entry road first, because we'll plan this out around it. Alright. Then build a curved road. And then take this all the way to the end over here, where it kind of gives a weird little angle, but so be it. So this kind of serves as our little entryway. The boardwalk, meanwhile, is just going to keep... I may turn this into kind of a bike path, now that I'm thinking about it, because the boardwalk kind of ends over here. And I don't like how there's traffic going on it. I can't really figure that one out. Although, in fairness, they're trying to get to these things, so I can kind of understand that. Anyways, I would like to create, like, several steps like we've got going on over here. So this is going to require a lot of careful planning and a lot of landscaping, per se. So I would like to have one road hooked up. Sort of like that. I'm just going to build a bunch of small roads running around here, and this can kind of serve as our initial starting zone here. And then as we go along, we can terraform this. Let's do this. Okay. So we got the leveling tool all set. So now using the very easy landscaping, we can just do that. So what I'm going to do is kind of build... Well, this route I'll have... I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Because I want to have like a... road kind of go... Alright, so let's see if we can do this for a minute. Create like a little cliff over here. Small little road, and that kind of gets us started. Of course, we're going to see these things that say slope too steep. Not an issue whatsoever. We can just simply do that, and that'll work just as well. We can have this come up a little bit. Fortunately, the game is smart enough to do that. And then if this situation kind of erupts... you can always do this. I can't really see what's happening right now with this. Hold on. 'Cause this isn't going to work. keep building this up a little bit. Oh, okay, that's 60 meters is the highest we can build it up. Oh my god. Oh, this might not work. We've already run into our first little issue here. How on earth am I supposed to get this up? Fortunately, science allows us to do such fun things like this. I worked a lot better in my head here, and then all of a sudden it decided not to. Oh boy, this is going to be a little bit more difficult than I anticipated. Huh. Try to lower this down a little bit. I know what you're thinking. Well, why don't I use the anarchy row tool? Let's not go there just yet. It's gonna. If we do that, that's what it's basically going to create. Just a whole mess, and it's just gonna look stupid. Try to at least make it look halfway decent. Okay, I think what we're gonna have to do is slope this out a lot better now. Fortunately, there are ways around this, and that being one of them. Or we can just do whatever it is this is. I mean, it works, right? It works, I suppose. So, yeah. Hold on a minute. As I was continuing onward, I just spied something I don't like. Either our death services are overtaxed or something is going on there. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that for right now. What I am going to worry about is how on earth we're going to, you know, create this. Well, the game's not doing us any favors there. What I'd like to do is have it build like a pathway over here. And somewhere around here. We just simply do that and we'll just carve it out. Create that little pathway. And then eventually, somewhere around right over here is where it meets this road. So what we've essentially done is carved out a little bit of a path for the road to go down. Oh dear, that's not the way I anticipated it. Okay, we're gonna have to, well, I see what I did there. I didn't quite make it straight. Okay. So let's carve out a little bit more. Why I decided to build it at a 4-meter incline, I have no clue, but that's how I roll, I guess. We just keep it going until right about here. I say we put a small little roundabout. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's not going to. Okay, that is good to know. Alright, never mind. I have an idea. There we go. Just let the roundabout come to you. In kind of a weird roundabout way. Get it? Alright, so why I did that for, long story short, I'm gonna have this be kind of the centerpiece of this whole area. We'll have like canyon roads come off of it. So, with that being said, let us build kind of like, we'll do tremendously tree-lined streets too. It's only appropriate. So we need to have this area leveled off, like so. And then we'll have, say, this area leveled off, like so. This will be kind of the start. This is the basic idea. Just have, like, small little steps. We'll build around it as time goes on. There we go. Nice little steps there. Somewhere around right about here is where another one will hit. If I could even get it up there. We'll just start it from over here, I believe. And we're gonna need to slope that again. Can we? Maybe not. Uh-oh. I think we might be in trouble. Or maybe not. What if I did anarchy mode? What happens? Alright, it kind of works, but not really. Alright. So it really just depends on if anarchy mode will let you do it or not, I suppose. We could basically soften this a little bit and see if maybe it'll let us build a road up here. Let's see if we can do it naturally first. Okay, I guess not. I know, that looks horrible, but I guess it works. And then the zoning kind of fits in. So we'll have houses on here, on the canyon. And then what I'll do now... Let's slope this. So it shouldn't be like this, so we'll just slope it like that. I can't tell if there's anything above it. It's very hard to see when it's like this dark out in the E2. That's not really helping our cause. Alright, there we go. Okay, this side, this area looks fine. This area... I don't think I can say the same for that. Oh. Well, that's... Now, wait a minute. Hold on. I just noticed something else. What if we did this? I kind of inadvertently did that. I didn't mean to actually pull that off. Alright, that kind of works. We can put some stuff over here, like schools and stuff on that side of the road. But now we can actually see what's going on here. I can't forget. Oh, come on. Bruh, do you know how to hit your buttons? Of course not. Alright, let's just flatten this out a little bit. There. Same for this. Let's flatten it out. We don't need any, like, random divots or anything like that happening. Okay, there we go. And then we'll have that. And I think we're good there. So maybe we'll have so. Let's lower the size of this. They're like the smallest commercial strip you've ever seen. Like such. This be kind of the quote-unquote fine-tuning part of it. And there you go. Now we've got that all set up. So of course, naturally, we got to have some more stuff over here. So we'll build another road. Oh, good. Keep that prestigious rank going. So this road, well, we're not going to send it off a cliff. That would be kind of silly. But I kind of envision like a small little town center, I guess, over here. So I think it only makes sense to fill this in here with land. Neaten it out a little bit. There we go. Very nice. This road could come this way. So we'll go back to our 2-lane road. Just have it build up. I don't really care if it does that or not. Oh, we forgot something. Excuse me. There we go. Who says you can't make mountains out of a molehill? Alright, and then we'll just... So this will be kind of like the quote-unquote center of town here. Excellent. Have that cut across, and there we go. Throw in a couple of these, and I think we're pretty much all set there. So we're going to have some houses over here, more houses, commercial area. This part will be its own little island. Oh dear, speaking of which, yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Okay, folks, we're going to pretend like that didn't just happen. We're going to pretend like I didn't forget the water in the area, and we're just going to move on. Speaking of which, how's this side doing? Okay, it's slowly coming about. Good, good, good. This slide's slowly coming about, too, even though we just literally did that. The quote-unquote bridge to this area will probably be somewhere around right here. So I would like a bridge. There are ways we'll have some like sneaky little mass transit ways too. But we'll save that for last. So let's just put the bridge over there. Hopefully nobody's afraid of heights. I would not recommend living here if you have a fear of heights. That's not exactly the best idea, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. And there we go. I guess we should have it connect to our road over here. Now I accidentally put it like that. There we go. Have it like that, and then of course this road will lead right to our island on this totally safe and not conspicuous bridge at all. Yep, totally not conspicuous. That is not a white knuckle thrill. Totally not a white knuckle thrill ride, in the least sense. Anyways, all right. I guess we'll have to do that. That's fine. So let's just build out a few things over here in this end. Build some nice little quote-unquote cliffside real estate. Game sometimes will automatically have this there we go. That's as far as I'm willing to go with that. There we go. Build like another small little enclave like over here. One over here too. anything else, or is this one of those situations where I think we're pretty much all set? Alright, yeah, it is. So of course, let's give it some land so that the houses can sit on this just okay. There we go. So there we go. We'll have some nice cliffside real estate in this area. Excellent. This area. I'm gonna focus, ignore this island for 1 minute. We're not gonna deal with that here. We're gonna have another road come down. And just have it casually come down here. And then it'll be a nice little intersection. I won't have it connect to this. That's kind of a little bit silly. Obviously, we'll need to level this terrain a little bit so that we can fit what we need to around here. Back it up to like 1. Generally speaking, wherever we can fit roads, we're just going to put it in there. Nice tree-lined streets. Alright, we'll have another one right about here. So once again, we'll repeat the exercise of leveling this terrain. Putting in a small little road that goes right about here. This road has to find its way across, so... how do we get it over here? I think we'll have like a little, like a quote-unquote secret beach park over here too for our friends over on this side of the map. So let's see. We'll get rid of this canyon. We have to plan this out a bit meticulously though. This is where it gets a little bit iffy. I don't mind building bridges every once in a while, though. That's the thing. We're gonna have to do it. It's kind of a bit of an accepted consequence, but so be it. We're gonna need to make and then wherever we need to, we can just slope the terrain like so. I don't think that's what I wanted to do, but if it works, oh, it does. Alright, never mind. It does work, so... And like I said, we're just going to have to create steps upon steps upon steps. And also, I'm going to have to remind myself to save the game, because now a couple of times I've observed this trying to at least do that thing where it's like, yeah, you're done here. Love it when it does that. My computer, ladies and gentlemen, it is a not too fun, is it? Alright. Like I've said, previously mentioned, that'll be dealt with. That'll be dealt with. My computer, that is, not this city, or maybe it will be. Hint, hint. I mean, I deny nothing. I deny everything. I've already said too much. Oh. So anyways, ignoring the obvious let's destroy this city episode, that'll come. Oh dear. Alright, well we're gonna have to push this back a lot. Look, it's just gotta work. All I really asked for is I wasn't really expecting a tunnel, nor was I did I ask for that, but I suppose if that's what you want, game, then so be it. Arg. It's okay. Oh boy. Oh, this is not working the way I thought it would. Oh, boy. Well, it had to happen, folks. We had to freaking go into anarchy mode. Oh, well, I mean, it happens. Alright, it happens. First off, let me get out of it. Second off, let's see here. What can we do with this? So we have this. I'm actually going to level this whole area. Not that far out. Level this whole area. We'll create like a little enclave over here. And just wipe this out. Don't worry, we all have some parks in the center. In fact, speaking of which, we'll do this again. Her enclave there. Somewhere around here, we're actually going to have a small park in the center. So we'll have residential buildings on the outside over here. We're going to have kind of like a park set up over here, too. Sounds like fun, right? Alright. Whoops. Okay, so what I'm planning on doing with this now... Yeah, I know, that's way too... That's not going to work now, is it? No, that's... Not entirely, although... Oh! Well, that might even be better than what we just did. Hang on. I like that idea a lot better. So that way we can at least do stuff with it. Alright, I guess another enclave over here is what the end result. That'll have to stay as is. If we build kind of like another little stretch over here. And another stretch over here, this should work. Just a matter of getting down there. So getting these elevations to work is clearly the worst part about this. No doubt about it. So we're going to have to once again slope the terrain. Now let's see if we can do it, or if I'm still looking at slope too steep issues. That we are, but I'm going to turn this on and be lazy. There we go. When in doubt, just, you know, do that. It does work, right? Ah, you can't stop me forever. You cannot stop me forever. Again, another small little thing over here. Well, this is a bridge going down. That works. That works too. And we got another little cove over here. Do we want to put anything over here, or are we all set? We got most of this developed, even if it's kind of all over the place. Let's see a few things I need to do. Hang on. Send this out just a smidge, like right about there. Except now we're kind of blocking this water channel, which is probably not such the greatest idea ever. So eventually that's going to cause some flooding concerns. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong key on my keyboard. That would help if I was hitting the right one. Come on, Morgoth, get with the program here. Alright, just whatever you do, don't look down. If you live in these houses, just don't look down. That's all I got to recommend here. There we go. The water is still flowing. I don't want to start causing any flooding issues on this end all of a sudden. Otherwise, then we've... Well, okay, yeah, we still got to do that. Hang on. So we also got to think about water outflows, too, when it comes to this area. Make sure it's still working. Otherwise, beachfront plans are not going to work. So do it on this end. Extend that a little bit, and I think we're okay. And then this will just dead end right about there. And that's as far as I'm willing to go with that. So basically, we now have this whole area to work. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna do one more set. Let's see if we can do it. Right about here. And then we gotta increase the brush size. Do this. I suppose we can take this down too. Why not? We widen it a little bit. Get rid of this. Flatten this too while we're at it. One final road. Assuming this game even lets us do it. Okay. That was incorrect. Okay. Make that a little bit better. Now can we try it? No, that's... Alright, fine. Have it your way. And by that, I mean, of course I'm going to get my way. Why wouldn't I? Yep. It be like that sometimes. Oh, actually, you know what? Ah, we can. Oh, sweet. Alright, how does that look? I know that's not quite perfect. Okay, I see one problem already. Our area over here is flooding still. Well, it's going to be a problem. Problem that can be solved by not doing that, whatever it is I just did. Oopsies. Okay, there we go. Widen that out. Game obviously is going to clear that out. And there we go. Now all of a sudden the game is going to clear all this out, or so I hope. And the thought would be to produce some parks. I'll probably have another bridge cross right around here so we can get to the area here. And then this boardwalk is eventually going to leap on over to here. Why is the roundabout builder still randomly open? There, get out of here. Okay. So that's basically the general idea for this area. For this, I can start the roads right now. Suppose we can build a main L road. Have this... See, I wish you can create tourist attractions with this thing. This little... This droid castle thingy-mabobber, but I don't think you can do that in this game. That's kind of, unfortunate. We can, I think, though, we can kind of use it to our advantage and kind of have it be like a small little hilltop park. So I'm going to have the road. It's going to have to should probably land over there somewhere. So, what us... build... Oh, well, we've already got a good area for it. Right there. So the road's going to be received literally right there. Oh, well, you know what? I got an even better idea, and I don't even have to lay a finger on it. Some quick, like... There we go. Some quick little, like, landscaping. Okay, that's not gonna work. Oh, this will. This will. Nice. I know there's some tight curbs, but so be it. And then I'm actually going to build a tree line road around the perimeter of whatever this is. Around our little fort area. Maybe we'll make it into integrated as part of a nice little hilltop park. These rocks I don't really care about, so we'll get rid of those. And I would say probably leveling this terrain a little bit. So we'll build like kind of another road over here. And there we go. And then I'll just incorporate this as some kind of like park. There we go. So this will kind of be like its own little touristy attraction park. Kind of funny how that works out, but hey, I'll take it. For this end, let's not build up 4 meters, okay? We'll repeat kind of the same exercise over here. Now, we can build all the way... I thought for a minute that was sand. That's actually water. Never mind. Yeah, I'm pretty certain we can't build houses on water. I mean, we could try, but I don't think that'll go over very well. I don't think anybody's going to want to buy those. I'm just throwing that out there. I could be wrong. I mean, for all I know, somebody could be in the comment section right, thinking that's all a very good idea that we have, like, underwater real estate, because if it worked for SpongeBob, it could work for us, but that's not how this game works, I'm afraid. Be one of the... That would be one wild mod, I'll give it that, if it ever happened. Oh, there's that little thing. Alright, we'll have like a... Oh, it comes equipped with its own little guard tower. Oh, I like that. Sweet. I like guard towers. I mean, that keeps everybody in line. Someone around here will get angry over their house, I'm sure. Speaking of which... So now we'll just build this out. Slope this out a little bit. By the way, I love how I'm ignoring the rest of my city basically, but I don't really care at the moment. Look, it's for priorities, and right now, as I'm looking at my demand indicators, we really don't need to do anything anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, city can take care of itself. I'm sure they're big boys and girls. They can take care of their own city, I think. Of course, I say this now, and all of a sudden they're running like a mutiny all of a sudden, and then I get back, and I'm like, what happened here? Bruh. I mean, I already missed the fact that I forgot to water my condos that are over there, so there's already that problem. They're probably already mad at me. So there's that. And once again, maybe I'll put like a small little center park over here. Let us do... let's do that. Alright, we'll have this go up to here. And we'll do some like a small little waterfront area over here. Some beachfront park. We're almost done with this too. Now we just need to figure out a way to connect this to the mainland like such, and now all of a sudden we have that prepped. Alright, quiet. I know, I'm ignoring the rest of the city, but that's by design. Game's like, bruh, you have a city over here. You kind of need to take beyond that and, like, chill. They can handle themselves. I think. Alright, let's see. We can drive this a little bit further, sure. Like right around there. Right around there. That's where it'll end. Or I can kind of see. There we go. Whoa, we don't want to do that. Not yet, at least. Alright, there we go. Some more beachfront real estate. We got this small little area we can develop. One more final area over here, and I think we're basically all set. That's really all I want to go towards. If I can actually, close enough. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay, okay. That's not going to work out the way I thought it would. All right. Can we connect, turning this off, can we connect from it from over here? Oh, okay. That works a little bit better rather than, you know, try to have her create the worst hill, most unnavigatable hill of all time. Oh my God, that would be wild. Let's not do that. These are like upscale clientele, okay? You're gonna want them, they're not gonna like things. So there we go. And I believe other than this area, so now we've got one final last area to take care of. That would be this. As I mentioned, we'll just hop this over. And have like some more commercial area shops over here. So we'll flatten this out a little bit just to make it more navigable. We can deal with it a little bit better. And there we go. I believe, oh, we can do that. Ah, sweet. We'll do this, that. There we go. And then a small little commercial area here. I could build some more over here. I think that I'm actually quite satisfied with what we have. Again, we'll just turn this into a park. So then, the only other thing I need to do is figure out what I'm going to do with this. So ideally, we should probably move all of this, including the floating gardens, over. Especially since, for some reason, traffic is driving on here. I'm pretty certain we're not supposed to be driving on the boardwalk. So I don't know whose idea that was. Oh, wait, it's mine. This boardwalk will eventually leap across. And actually, for the last thing I'm going to do for this playthrough, because I now just dawned on me that I should probably end this, is that. And now, all of a sudden, we have our boardwalk. I'm going to have to do some traffic restrictions, too. Don't worry, this bridge is safe. We'll be fine. Is eventually it will we'll have kind of like a beachfront park over here. And actually, as a matter of fact, for my last trick, besides cursing Zoidberg, shout out to anyone who gets that reference, is that. Actually, you know what? Just adjust a few roads here. There it is! Now we're talking. So this will be kind of our main, like, commercial, and then I guess we could move some of these over to the other side here. So you know what? I'm going to close these for right now, until we can kind of figure this out a little bit better. Sorry, folks, this is closed. I don't want any visitors over here for right now until we can truly figure out what is going on. No one saw that. So there we go. We now have our cove all set up and ready to populate whenever that time is needed here. Sure, I could put in a few more roads, mainly around here. And yeah, maybe I could expand a little bit over here, but generally speaking, we're going to have nice little houses over on this end and over on this island over here. So it's kind of going to do its own little thing. And who knows, I might expand over... No, I won't. Okay, never mind. I was just going to say, the city border's over here, so we can't really get into that. So that'll work. That'll work. And that is an army of ships that I have never seen. Oh my god. Okay, so I think I know what we're doing next time. We're gonna have to fix our harbor district, and big time. Cause wow, this looks bad. Speaking of which, it now just dawned on me that apparently, yeah, surprise, surprise, we actually do. This area is actually filled up. Let me just end this episode. My apologies for it being this long, by the way. It's kind of on the long side. There we go. That should be able to hold it off for the time being until, reasons. Then we'll maybe zone another industrial block or two here. There we go. That should do the trick. How are these doing, by the way? I never really looked. We're lacking workers. We're also lacking workers. Okay. That's good to know that we're lacking workers for some weird reason. Oh, speaking of which, we also got to move this too. And this by default. Well, maybe not this. Maybe we can move it back to where the old district used to be. Well, I was going to put a college on that, actually. I'm sure we could figure something out. Maybe over here on the outskirts of the city. It might work a little bit better. This one has to stay, but I think overall we're looking just fine. So we'll get this up and running as time goes on. So I think for next time we'll fix that harbor. And who knows, we might even be able to start moving people into this district and do something with this. So, more exciting times here in the Shire. So, of course, thank you very much for watching. I know that was a lot of landscaping, but trust me, this is going to look very nice once people start moving into this. And yes, I am aware I still need to put water and power into it. That has not escaped me. Then again, okay, we're going to pretend like I didn't do this. But anyways, thanks for watching. You know what buttons to hit, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, everyone. And don't forget to save your game. Always.